So we're going to graph a polynomial function. So how do we know what degree is this equation here? All you need to do is just count. There's a square on the x here. There's a 1 right here. And there's a 3 right there. So therefore, this equation is degree 6. Why? Because that's 2, that's 1, that's 3. You add them all up, and that's x to the 6. So that's a degree 6. Now, when we're graphing polynomials, the first thing we find is the x-intercepts. And since this equation is written in factored form, we don't have to do much, just indicate what the zeros are. So we have x equals 0. That's from the x by itself here. And that's order 2. And I'll explain to you what that means after. And x equals 3 from here, and that's order 1. Sorry, I meant to make this 3 right here instead, okay? So, and we have x equals -2 from here. That's the 0, and that's order of 3. After we graph it, also we'll tell you what the end behavior is. Don't try to memorize the end behavior. It's better to just graph it and then tell what the end behavior is. So the first thing, we plot the zeros. So we have a 0 at -2. And we have a 0 at 3. So that's going to be 3 there. And we have a 0 at 0. That's right here. Remember, we scaling by 2, so that's why that's the 3 right there. All right. Now, let's talk about order of 2, order of 3, and order of 1. Order of 2, what happens on the graph when you have an order of 2 and you have a 0 right here, x equals 0. When you get to this 0 here, you bounce. So when you come into the 0, you don't go through it, you bounce off the 0. Even if you're coming from down, you still bounce and go back. If it's x equals, if the order is 1 at x equals 3, that means you're just going to go through the 0. You go right through it. How about if the order is 3? If the order is 3, what you do when you get to the 0, so it's at -2, when you get to the 0, what you do, you go through that 0 for a little bit long, and then you continue going in the same direction. So the order 2, you bounce when you get to the 0. Order 1, you just go right through the 0. Order 3, you come to the 0, you go through it a little bit longer, and then you continue going in the same direction. So let's go here and look at my 0, that's a 3. The x equals 3 here, order 1. So we're going to go through this. But now, do we go this way or do we go this way? And that's another thing that you need to know. So when you look at the equation here, you look at the leading coefficient right here. If the leading coefficient is negative, you go to the 0 on the far right and you go down. Because x equals 3 is order of 1, that means there's no exponent, which is invisible exponent of 1, then you go right through that 0. And because it's negative, as I said, you're supposed to go to the furthest 0 on the right and go down. So we're going to go right down and then go up. And then we have to come back to this 0 right here. Now, what we notice at x equals 0, it's an order of 2. So when you get to this 0, you bounce and you go back this way. And then you have to come back to x equals -2. And it's order of 3. And as we said, if it's an order of 3, when you get to the 0, you go through it a little bit longer, and then you continue going in the same direction. And that is how you graph this. Let me repeat. If the leading coefficient is negative, you go to the 0. Furthest to the right, you go down. If the leading coefficient is positive, you go to the 0 on the far right, and you go up. So you don't have to memorize anything. If you follow this, you don't have to memorize anything about graphing polynomials. And then order of 2, you bounce when you get to the 0. Order of 3, you go through the 0 a bit longer, and you continue going in the same direction. Order of 1, you just go right through. And that's all you need to do. Now let's tell what the end behavior is. The end behavior, as x goes to -infinity, what's happening to the y? And as x goes to positive infinity, what's happening to the y? Now, when we say as x goes to -infinity, what are you doing? you get into the graph and you start going to the left. You know, you're moving left this way. And as we move to the left, the y heads to negative infinity here. So y goes to negative infinity. And as x goes to positive infinity, that means you get in the graph and you start moving right. X going to positive infinity, you just get into the graph and you keep on moving right. Okay, as you keep on moving right, the graph is still heading to negative infinity. So here y is heading to negative infinity. Okay, and that's it. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, bye-bye.